Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another This Week in Gaming video. We have a couple of things to go over, from a patent filed for Wario Land to Hellblade coming to the Xbox One, so let's get right into it. So as we know from the last Nintendo Direct, they announced a new Warioware game coming to the Nintendo 3DS. And now Nintendo has filed a few patents for some of their IPs, and this includes things like Smash Brothers, Luigi's Mansion, Warioware, and a game simply just called Wario Land. Now this could mean something or it could mean nothing at all, but the fact that this trademark was filed with all of the other trademarks that they had already announced coming out for the Nintendo 3DS or the Nintendo Switch definitely points to something that could be coming to the Switch in the future. Now, I love the Wario Land games. I would absolutely love them to make another one for the Nintendo Switch. It's been too long and I really need that game to come out. So hopefully this does mean that they are working on a Wario Land game for the Nintendo Switch. So formerly a console exclusive for the PlayStation 4, Hellblade Senua Sacrifice is now going to be coming out for the Xbox One, and it will have Xbox One X enhancements. And Ninja Theory, the developer for the game, had this to say about the Xbox One X enhancements. Enhanced Visuals mode offers extra effects and visual quality throughout the experience. High frame rate mode runs this game at 60 frames per second, and high resolution mode runs the game with dynamic resolutions up to 4K. So this game will be available to Xbox One owners on April 11th, and it will cost $30 US. But if you were to pre-order it before it comes out, you'll get 10% off. And this is apparently a really amazing game. I've never played it, but I've only heard good things about it. So it's kind of like a hack and slash game. It's an action adventure game. So it's really cool that it is coming to the Xbox One. And although it's coming out about a year later, it is still something that gives content for the Xbox gamers, because we know, as we know, Xbox One is really lacking. Getting a game like this that is a great game coming to the Xbox One is definitely a good thing. So if you're one of those people that's still playing Pokemon Go, still going out and catching all those Pokemon out in the wild, they will be releasing a story mode and quest to come along with it, and here's how it will work. Trainers will begin receiving research tasks later this week, adding new activities and challenges that can be completed for in-game rewards. Some of these rewards will lead trainers to access unique storylines that include discovering the mystery behind the mythical Pokemon Mew. They've also announced a new field research feature, and here's how this one will work. Field research tasks can be collected by spinning nearby Pokestops, and they include a wide range of Pokemon related activities. Special research tasks are story-driven activities that may be requested by Professor Willow himself, and they will unfold as the trainer completes more objectives. So these field research tasks can be done multiple times every single day, and they will continuously get harder and harder as you do them. So this is something cool added to the game rather than just walking around and finding Pokemon. And I know it's really died down since it was first released, but like I said, if you're still playing that, at least it brings something more to the experience. So Square Enix is opening up a new AAA game studio called Luminous Productions, and it will be run by the director of Final Fantasy 15, Hajime Tabata. Now we don't know much about the game other than they will be making AAA games and they will be creating new unique experiences, like as they say. And they released their slogan and they released their mission, but other than that we don't know anything else. And here's what their mission says: imagination has no limits, boundaries can be pushed, and obsessive drive to turn ideas into reality. So to me, that's a good sign, knowing that Hajime Tabata will be heading the studios and we will be getting games in that vein, hopefully. So I'll be interesting to see what comes out of it, and it is part of Square Enix, so we know we'll get those type of quality games that they usually release. If you haven't bought a PSVR yet, now may be the time. It has gotten another price cut of $100. So you can get just the bundle for $299, and you can also get the Doom VR bundle for $299, or you can get the Skyrim bundle for $349, and that includes the motion controllers, whereas the other two bundles don't. But if you, like I said, if you haven't got it, it could be a great time to get into it. I mean, I enjoy the PSVR. I think it's a great device, and I think there are good games out for it, but hopefully we continue to get more and more. And Sony has announced that they are releasing more games for it, so that's good. They are still supporting it. So if you're interested in it, on March 29th, the price will be cut by $100. So we've gotten very little information on Death Stranding besides that Norman Reedus is in it, besides those trailers that they've showed, where they showed us a little bit of the game. But besides that, we haven't really heard too much about the game, and that's what Kojima does with the majority of his games. It keeps it all to himself, and we're always surprised and we're always happy with the product that we get. So we haven't heard anything else really, but we do know there is a female protagonist, but we don't know who they will be playing that female protagonist. We kind of have a hint that it will be Diane Kruger, and this is because she posted an Instagram photo of her hand in the motion capture clothing that was the same motion capture clothing that Norman Reedus was wearing, literally identical. So that really points to her being the female protagonist, and besides that, she's always saying good things about Kojima, and she has received a lot of Konami Productions merchandise. So there's a high chance that Diane Kruger will be the female protagonist in Death Stranding. So back in January, there was a rumor that we will be getting a Duke Nukem movie and it will star John Cena. Well, this has officially been confirmed. The producers of the movies had this to say. Yeah, that's what we're working with now. He is. Yes, we don't have a script yet, so that is confirmed at this point, but if he reads the script and he doesn't like the script, I'm sure there's ways he could pull out, but right now he's our guy. The producers also talked about the tone of the movie that they will try to achieve and how they want John Cena to portray the character. We are working on Duke Nukem right now. It's going to be about tone. That's about tone. How do you nail the tone in a way that Deadpool nailed the tone? I think we have to do that, and that if we don't get the tone right, then we're not going to make the movie. You know that having a misogynistic guy in today's world, how do you make that fun and lovable, and at the same time, he's got to be an incredible badass. So those are things that we're struggling with, and we're going to try to come out with what I hope is really a fun ride. That's the goal, is for it to be a really fun ride. So it looks like they're really serious about making this movie, and they have a lot of things to work out before it officially gets into production and then finally getting released. But John Cena will be the actor for Duke Nukem when that movie is finally announced and finally released. So the PS Plus games for April have been announced, and here's what we will be receiving. Mad Max for the PS4, Trackmania Turbo for the PS4, In Space Rebrawl for the PS3, Toy Home for the PS3, 99 Vitas for the PS Vita, and Qbert Rebooted, which is for the PS3, the PS4, and the PS Vita. Now this is a pretty good list. Obviously Mad Max and Trackmania topped the list. And I haven't played Mad Max yet, but I know that it is a really good game from what I've heard. I've been really wanting to try it out. I was even thinking of purchasing Xbox Games Pass for $10 just to try it out. But I'm really happy now I don't even have to do that because I will be able to get it here free for PS Plus. The Xbox Games with Gold games for April have also been announced, and here's what we will be getting. For the Xbox One, we will be getting The Witness and Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and for the Xbox 360, it will be Cars and Dead Space 2. So that's your news. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below about any of the things I talked about, subscribe if you're new to this channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.